At 9. First, the highlight. Lagos State Governor attributes reduction in bank robbery to continued review of security architecture. Union Congress urges federal government to remove bottlenecks, delaying payment of 35,000 naira wage award. On the foreign scene, Australian government moves to halve migration intake within 2 years. And in sport, FIFA announces finalists for Best Women's and Men's Goalkeeper Awards. Now, the details. I am Sarah Adesanya. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has linked the reduction in armed robbery assault against any financial institution in the state to continuous review of the state security architecture and the consistent surveillance put in place to nip organized crime in bud. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the 17th Town Hall meeting on security organized by the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, LSSTF, where stakeholders in the security circle, citizens, private sector donors met to evaluate issues relating to safety in Lagos between October 2022 and September 2023. He praised the police and sister agencies for their collaborative effort towards combating crimes in the city, saying 2024 would kick off with new security measures and plan to underraise the fleet of patrol vehicles for security agencies by 300 units. The governor personally led the donation drive to LSSTF by raising 2 billion naira voluntary contributions to the trust fund. The LSSTF Executive Secretary Abdulrazak Balogo noted that the fund used donations it received in the last 10 months to bridge the equipment shortfall within federally controlled security agencies operating in Lagos. He added that Lagos remains the only state with 28 functioning bulletproof vehicles, with 3 vehicles' armored features being replaced every 5 years. Nigerians, especially small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, must tap into the many opportunities available in the face of challenges facing the nation to grow their businesses and be financially independent to increase the country's gross domestic product (GDP). Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this while declaring open the 8th Lagos MSMEs Exclusive Trade Fair with the theme Empowering MSMEs for AFCFTA Excellence through Sustainable Economic Growth, which will hold till Saturday at Ikoyi. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, stated that many opportunities abound in the state and traders need to formalize their products to be visible to the thriving markets, which the state government has supported immensely.
Presents over 90% of all businesses, and in most cases generate 50% of their gross domestic product. Ours cannot be different. People in our society have assets but cannot be collateralized. So that woman, that man on the street that thinks he's poor, it's not really poor. It's because in Africa, formalization is about 10%.
The guest speaker, a professor of entrepreneurship hub and strategic management in the University of Lagos, Sunday Adebisi, who noted that youths must be encouraged to stay in the country and utilize their talent to grow the nation's economy, called for the review of the Startup Act 2022, which was signed by President Muhammadu Buhari in October last year. According to him, this will eradicate the challenges of unrealistic government policies, hyperinflation rate, and the jackpot syndrome, which he described as the enemy of economic growth in the country.
Every small business must scale into becoming a medium business. Every micro business must scale into becoming a small business. Every medium business must scale into becoming a large business. We must produce so early, then we have fair access, and then we can take a position to do what to feed Ghana. We can take a position to feed Cote d'Ivoire. We can take a position to feed Egypt. We can take a position to feed every African country. We will not say you should not come here. You are coming in with your product. They will add much more product to counter and balance the trade. This is important.
Earlier, Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Falashade Ambrose Medepem, said the 5 days exclusive trade fair would give networking opportunities for traders as well as trainings on how to package the goods to entice consumers, amongst others.
Enhancing the capacities of our MSMEs, we contribute to job creation, poverty reduction, and overall economic prosperity of our nation.
The highlight of the event was inspection of the exhibition stand by the Deputy Governor and his entourage. As part of efforts to tackle indiscriminate parking during the festive season and beyond, the Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, has intensified its advocacy campaign across the state to enlighten residents on the negative impact of indiscriminate parking on streets and major roads. General Manager of LASPA, Adebisi Adelabu, said the motorized campaign is a collaborative effort with the State Ministry of Information and Strategy and some community leaders through the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs. Adelabu stressed that indiscriminate parking, among other parking violations and offences, is one of the major contributors to traffic congestion across the state. Hence, the need to intensify sensitization campaigns, especially during the festive season. She also enjoined corporate entities to comply with the Lagos State parking policy and make parking provisions for their clients and consumers to avoid running afoul of relevant laws. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has deployed Fayode Adegoke to take over as the new Commissioner of Police, Lagos Command. The redeployment is contained in signal signed by the First Secretary, Olanwaju Oladimiji. Adegoke will take over from Idowu Onwa, who had been promoted to the rank of Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of the Federal Criminal Investigation Department, Alagbon Ikoyi, Lagos. Before his new posting, Adegoke was in charge of armament of the force headquarters, Abuja. And now to the rest of the stories. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, has called on the federal government to remove all bottlenecks delaying the payment of the 35,000 naira wage award for workers in the country. President of TUC, Festus Osifo, said this while addressing newsmen at the end of the National Executive Council meeting of the Congress in Abuja. According to Osifo, payment was made just once, and since then, civil servants have not received the wage award since October. It will be recalled that President Bola Tinubu, on October 1, announced the payment of 35,000 naira wage award as palliative to workers for 6 months to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. The wage award was part of the agreement reached between the federal government and the organized labor. State Committee on Information has expressed reservation over what it described as a major location for the Ministry of Information and National Orientation in the 27.5 trillion naira 2024 budget. Chairman of the committee, Kenneth Eze, said this when the Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, appeared for the 2024 budget defense in Abuja. Eze, who said the Information Ministry is a very sensitive one that should be taken seriously and funded, noted that the location would not be visible if Nigeria is still telling its story as a country. Responding, Idris hinted at plans to invest resources in modernizing the government information and communication management regulatory system across government function. And now to foreign news. The Australian government says it will halve migration intake within 2 years in an attempt to fix the country's broken immigration system. It aims to slash the annual intake to 250,000 roughly, in line with pre-pandemic levels by June 2025. Visa rules for international students and low-skilled workers will also be tightened under the new plan. This is after migration has climbed to record levels in Australia, adding pressure to housing and infrastructure woes. Unveiling a new 10-year immigration strategy at a media briefing, Home Affairs Minister Claire O'Neill said the migration system had been left in tatters by the previous government. And to sport, FIFA has announced the finalists for the Best FIFA Women's Goalkeeper and the Best FIFA Men's Goalkeeper Awards for the 2023 edition of the Best FIFA Football Awards. The finalists for the Best FIFA Women's Goalkeeper are Mackenzie Arnold, Australia, West Ham United FC, Catalina Cole, Spain, FC Barcelona, and Mary Epps, England, Manchester United. Finalists for the Best FIFA Men's Goalkeeper are Yassine Bono, Morocco, Sevilla FC, Thibaut Courtois, Belgium, Real Madrid CF, and Anderson, Brazil, Manchester City FC. FIFA will announce more finalists for the Best FIFA Football Awards 2023 soon. These announcements will include the finalists for the Best FIFA Women's Coach, the Best FIFA Men's Coach, the Best FIFA Women's Player, the Best FIFA Player, and the FIFA Pukas Awards. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the third phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has linked the reduction in armed robbery assault against any financial institution in the state to the continuous review of the state security architecture and the consistent surveillance put in place to nip organized crimes in the board. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, has called on the federal government to remove all bottlenecks delaying the payment of the 35,000 naira wage award for workers in the country. We also told you that the Australian government is set to halve the migration intake within 2 years in an attempt to fix the country's broken immigration system. And in sport, FIFA has announced the finalists for the Best FIFA Women's Goalkeeper, the Best FIFA Men's Goalkeeper Awards for the 2023 edition of the Best FIFA Football Awards. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowokoroku. I am Sarah Adesanya.